So the wife reminded me last night, don't forget to take the electric fencer when you go to the farm tomorrow. When you move those cows across, you're gonna need the electric fencer. And last night I was like, electric fencer? And I was like, electric fencer? What are you talking? Oh, crap. I almost forgot I set up that electric fence last summer. So yeah, it's been in the garage all winter here. I'm gonna need to let it sit outside and hopefully the sun, hopefully it charges up enough to do something. But yeah, I gotta set this up before I can move those cows across. Anyway, let's get to the farm and finish plowing. Let this sit outside. Hopefully it'll charge up enough and get this set up after we finish plowing. Well, let's see how the Magnum starts today with all these, the block heater and transmission heater and yeah, she's still going. Okay, now we got to crawl underneath here. Unplug this one. Put the cap on. There we go. Now I'm going to run this over to the Massey and plug the Massey in while we finish plowing. Uh-oh, is it going to reach? Oh yeah. And then we can shred some straw and hay for those cows in that next field after we get the plowing done. All right, now let's fire up this Magnum. Here we go. It's not that cold again, it's only 10 below or something right now. Look at that, there's already one bar on the engine temp, registering one bar as soon as I started it up. Again, it's not that cold today, so maybe that plays a factor in that, but it shouldn't take very long to warm up. We'll give the calves smokes. I'm not sure if I told you, but man, that Magnum sure, I'm gonna grab my gloves. Sure seems to plow snow better than the Massey. I don't know, it doesn't spin out as easy. It's like it's a heavier tractor or something. I don't know. The Massey seems to spin out really easy. I don't know. We'll leave this electric fencer. It's not really in the sunlight right now, but leave this electric fencer right there. Hopefully the sun will come out as we're plowing and charge that up enough to do something on that electric fence. Hey girls, let's give you guys some oats. I think the battery's going dead on this truck again. It's augering out fairly slow. Hey, calves got the train for the day? Hey, hopefully that electric fencer works when it's this cold out. I mean, I know I've used it in the fall. It's getting this cold, so. Well, I guess we'll kick things off right here. Right at that calf hut. See it there? Started on this end, working my way this way. We'll plow all the way along, push it up this way, all the way down to that far end there. You can see way down there. Way down there, sort of, kind of. Focus. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can see the end of that far pile there. Way out there. Plow the snow all the way along. All the way along. And after I get this done, there's a little bit more I want to touch up over there, back over that way. And that's probably good enough. We'll get those cows across that field through the gate into this field. Man, I forgot my sunglasses in the truck. It's getting bright out here. Anyway, I gotta check this tractor out. Look how slow the loader goes down when I push down on the joystick. Like, look at this. Hold on. You can see it just barely pushing all the way forward. Up is normal. And then down is just, you can hear it. It's almost like the linkage is, there's only just a little bit of, I don't get it. I'm gonna have to jump outside and check something out. Whoa! What's going on here? There's something leaking there. I just seen it drip. See it there? It just dripped again. What the hell's leaking? You can see it all wet down in there. Uh-oh. That looks like a fun spot to get at. I was thinking like right here somewhere. The linkage is loose or something, but it's not. It's got to have something to do with that. Got to have something to do with that leak under the cab there. Well, that's just awesome. How the hell do you get at that? Huh. Well, that's leaking pretty good. You can see it dripping right here. See it there? It just dripped again. Well, I think I better get it to the yard. Holy shit! Whoa! What the heck? Better get this thing to the yard as soon as I can. Obviously, it'll be low on hydraulic oil now. What is going on? Where's that leak from? Okay, I made it back to the yard here. This ain't gonna be easy at all. Wow. It's probably a loose line or something, maybe. The only way to... You can see the freaking oil in there. How did I miss that? I wonder if I can get this filter housing off of there. Probably not. This might be a big job. Huh. There's no way to... What about this? I might be able to see something without that there. One screw. Take it off. And see if I can see anything in there right here. Let's try that, I guess. It might be just a loose connection or something. Okay, what is that, a Phillips? Okay, I got this piece of plastic off. And I still can't see nothing in there. This is not good. Oh boy. I'm assuming it's just a loose loose hydraulic line of some kind, or... Wow, that was leaking bad. It's probably coming from one of these lines here. And you can see all the oil sprayed all over the place. I'm not sure I'm gonna fart around with this right now. I have to get those cows moved. There's a few of them in the corral. I have to get these cows into that next field. I might just fire up the Massey. It's dinner time now. Run home for something to eat quickly, fire up the Massey, come back, unhook the hay buster, finish plowing where I was plowing there, pushing snow, whatever you call it. Get those cows across. Well, first put some bedding down and hay, shred some hay for them, and then come back to this thing and see if I can find anything else out. I'd have to take this filter housing off, and I might, without this in the way, there might be enough room to see in there and tighten up a fitting if that's all it is. I sure hope so. Otherwise, would you have to take the whole cab off? I sure hope not. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try fix this right now. Mind you, if it's just the filter housing that has to come off, it might not be that bad. I don't know how to take this off though. Looks like it's fastened up here somewhere. Something's got to be holding it up there. You probably have to take the rubber mats out, and there's probably a... Hang on. Let's just pop it off right here. Take the filter out. That's your cab filter, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa. Should probably blow that out or replace it. Pretty dirty. Oh yeah, I can feel a nut right there, but I bet you can just undo it from here. Holy crap. And you can see some little bolts on the end there. That is awfully dirty. Take this part off. And then would I be able to see enough back there? I still don't know about that, but looks like this is just a rubber sort of connection there. Yeah, you know what? If I took this part off, looks like it comes off right about there. This whole piece would probably just unhook from here quite easily. So 1, 2, 3, 5 bolts. I bet you this part would come off. And there might be just enough room to see what's going on back there. And if I take this off and I still can't see and don't get anywhere, I'm just gonna fire up the Massey, finish plowing, and do it that way, because this might be a big job. Holy crap. Okay, I got that filter housing off. Of course, you can't see really much else. A little bit more, I guess. Oh, I was hoping there was like a loose line right here somewhere. I don't see anything loose. It'll be hard to tell because it was probably spraying all over the place. So I might have to start it up. I gotta get some paper towel or something. I got oil all over my hands now. I might have to start it up and see if I can see where it's coming from. You know what I mean? And there might be just enough room. I'm hoping to get a wrench or wherever it's leaking. I don't know. Well, I can't really see anything leaking. I wonder if it's so low on oil now that it's not leaking very much. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to add some oil and then start it up again. Well, I can't find where it's leaking from. I'm just gonna go home for dinner, come back, fire up the Massey, finish plowing with the Massey, and then get those cows moved. And then have to look at this thing later. I don't know where it's coming from. It's got to be... I wonder if it's coming from up here somewhere. It almost looks like it. 'Cause I don't see nothing leaking back here. I can go from the other side, and you can look in from the other side, and you can see there's nothing spraying. It's coming, but it's all wet under here too. Huh. It's got to be spraying somewhere where I can't see it. And I'm pretty sure I looked underneath from the other side, and I might have to take the floor mat out, and there should be an inspection hole right in the floor. I might be able to see down in there better that way. But that's gonna have to wait. I gotta get that plowed, get these cows over there. Well, that sucks. That's gonna be a chore just to find where it's leaking from. But on a positive note, the sun come out, charge up that electric fencer we set on the post there. I have no idea where it's obviously leaking from under the cab somewhere in there. It's leaking bad too. I mean, I don't know how you can't see that. I guess I'm gonna have to take the floorboards out, the floor mat out. I guess once I get the plowing done, get those cows moved over, come back to this, take the floor mat out. Should be an inspection hole under the floor mat. Take that out. See if I can see anything from there. Other than that, I don't know how else you look. You'd have to take the cab off. And I'm not doing that. Anyway, I'm going to go home for something to eat and come back. And where were we? Okay, let's fire up the Massey. She'll go. Oh yeah, the preheat icon isn't even showing up, so. Perfect. Oh, we'll give it a few minutes to warm up. You know what we should do before we unhook the hay buster? Shred a bale of hay for the calves along the fence line feeder. You know what else we could do? Go shred a bale inside the corral for the bred heifers too. That'll lure them in the corral, and I'm going to lock them in. Probably lock them in today. Okay, we got the calves. A little more hay along the fence line feeder. Let's go over to the bred heifers corral and shred some hay in there. Yeah. We shredded it along the edges, both sides. I got a spare bale feeder sitting over here. Once I get the plowing done, get those cows across to that next field and get all that taken care of, we'll go grab that bale feeder, put it in here, fill it full, and these grills will be good for a long time. So there's only 7 bred heifers in there. That'll keep them for a while. So, let's go finish plowing. Well, before we go plowing, we better unhook the hay buster. It just gets in the way when you're backing up, you know. And if you forget the hay buster's behind you, you start backing up, you jackknife it, bend the PTO shaft on the tractor, and that's like $800-900. So ask me how I know. So let's unhook it and go finish plowing. And of course I forgot the forks are up in the air. Better lower them to the ground. Makes it a lot easier to hook up after. Okay, let's go plow. See all this grass showing on top of the hills, the hilltops? There's quite a bit of grass showing already, and that, I mean, it's good in one way and bad in another. Like, the cows are going to want to wander, because believe it or not, there is green grass down inside there. You can't see from the camera right now, but if I jumped out, zoomed right in on it, you can see nice green grass in there in places. So they're going to want to eat that over hay. I got a feeling see if we can, right here, you can see it. See right down there? It's fairly green. See it? So when the cow's got that to eat, they're gonna want to eat that before dry hay, right? So I got a feeling they're gonna wander right off the bat. I mean, it's not the end of the world if they calve right on the grass. If it's warm out, the calf will survive. You know, if you don't catch them middle of the night or something. But I'm still gonna finish plowing, put all the bedding down along those piled up snow, put hay down along the bedding, and I'm still gonna do it that way and hope that they do calve on that straw if they're in that area. And then once they can wander more and more, well, I just hope they calve on the grass and not on the snow pile or a patch of snow or whatever. For the most part, this has worked the last few years. So, well, it's coming along here. I got this whole side done now. There's a little bit left from there this way, and it's kind of nice to plow this whole kind of pie shape out. There's a fence line right along a few bales there, and then along the steel corral part. There's a gate. You see it there? That gate there. It's nice to get that plowed out so that I can open those gates easily, just in case I got to get a cow in the corrals, run her up, back the stock trailer in right here and load her up into the stock trailer. So I might plow this whole area somehow. It just makes things a lot easier in the future. Holy man, time flies. It's already 5:15. Okay, well, I got this corner sort of done. Good enough. I'm gonna open these two gates here in this alleyway. Check it out. Right here, I'm just gonna open those two gates, plow a little bit of a path just inside the alleyway so I can open and close those gates with ease. And I think I'm gonna call that good enough. Good enough. Got her all plowed out right to the gates there. Around in this corner, I can go around the corner and the other side of that. It's all plowed. I'm gonna go hook onto the hay buster, get those cows through that gate before it gets dark. Okay, we'll go get the hay buster. It's just over in the bale yard right here. Oh, I gotta go set up the electric fencer over there on that electric fence first. Okay, well, I need to grab a couple things then. We'll hook onto the hay buster. I'll go grab a few supplies. We'll go get that fencer going back there. And then we'll start luring the cows. And I see they're way over on the other end of the field now. So I'll have to lure them all the way across. So I'm standing here at the door, gonna grab my gloves out of the tractor, and I was like, where's my gloves now? Turns out I left them right there. They didn't fall off. Okay, let's get her hooked up. Am I lined up at all? Aw, man. I gotta go forward a bit. Okay, hopefully it's charged enough that it'll do something. Just a little bit of sunlight that was out today. When you disc thing, we need some kind of, we'll just bring a nail, pound it on the post, and just hang off that post for now. And some kind of wire. Get a hot wire to go from that red terminal to the electric fence itself, you know. There should already be a ground rod in the ground with the ground wire coming up. Yeah, that's all I should do. Hey, we got a big problem. Well, two problems. One's a small problem, one's kind of a big one. First problem is this great big gate is not closed. It's all buried in the snow. And the snow's hard. It's going to be a fight to get that out. But look at the electric fence. I don't know if you can tell. I got the fencer hung right there. It's all hooked up. Just got to turn it on. But look. The posts all are leaning over. They're pretty much on the ground. Look at that. You can see way out there in the middle of the screen. They're all leaning over, almost touching the ground. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. I can't straighten the posts. They'll probably just break. I'm going to try, but I'm going to have to hook onto the post pounder and just pound a few wood posts for the time being. Huh. I didn't see that coming. The list just gets better and better. But I'll just use the bucket to try to gouge the fence posts, the gate out of the snow. And that worked good. Just broke 2 wires, broke the gate right in half. So I gotta do some fencing before I gotta fence this anyway. And those cows won't be coming in here today. They're just gonna have to wait. Hopefully they're not calving yet. I'll need all day tomorrow probably to get this fence ready to go. And I gotta rebuild a gate. Yeah, I got the gate sort of in place. Run back to the yard, bring the truck, fencing supplies, barbed wire, pliers. The snow's not deep along here. I'll be able to make it with the truck. Holy, what a rigmarole this is going to be. I did not see this coming from the road. Like, this electric fence goes right to the county road. I drive by it when I go to the farm all the time. And along the county road, the electric fence posts are standing straight up. It looks good. I haven't been on this end of the fence since fall time, when I was coming in and out of here with the combine and stuff. And I guess over winter, all the posts fell over for some reason. Maybe the wire's too tight. The electric fence wire's too tight, probably. Well, we'll get her. Okay, we're back here with the truck at this gate that I wrecked. We'll get this gate fixed up, and I don't know what I'm going to do about the fence itself. I got a feeling I'm going to have to go get the post pounder and just pound a few wood posts with insulators. That's the only idea I got right now, because they're not going to stand up straight in this cold temperature. They're probably just going to break. But we'll fix the gate and then go try stand one up and see what happens. There. Almost the gate again. I got one more post to put in between there. Staple that post on. Good enough. The gate's done. And then we'll go try stand up one of those electric fence posts. There we go. The gate is good enough. Oh, no, 2 more staples right here. Missing a couple staples there. And that's it. Okay, this gate is good enough. Go over here, stand up one of those posts and see what happens. Man, the snow was quite deep in places still. Like, where I was finished plowing there, it was probably 2 feet deep. Yeah, this is gonna work. $20 says it'll break. Oh, well, it didn't break, but there she goes. You know what, though? It might work as kind of just to space them out. Yeah, I bet you it's almost half the length of this field, so 1/4 of a mile. This fence is falling down. I'm not sure I'd use these posts again either. These are no good. Yeah, that wire seems freaking tight. That's the problem. I got the wire too tight for those weak plastic posts. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. I can't believe they don't just snap. Like, you know what I might do right now? Go loosen the wires off so they're not so tight. I can see it's half the length of this field. The posts are all leaning over. So it's almost like the wire's so tight that and if it's not perfectly straight, if it's got a wow in it, in the fence line, you know, like this, it's gonna pull the posts one way or another, depending which way, you know. I think the easiest solution, post bounder, a wood post with insulators even every 30 yards or something like that. And that'll help these plastic posts stand up better. But I think it's too tight. It's not that tight. Just with the wind blowing and the snow blowing, that's what you can see. It's under fence is under the snow right there. Where are we at here? There we are. See it? That wire's in the snow, which in turn maybe pushes that post over, and then, you know, the storm the few storms we had, you can see they're all leaning over right down to that low spot. That's what it is, I think. Being the wire's that tight, I'm gonna try to loosen it off a little bit. I got a plastic post every 10 yards. The wire doesn't have to be that tight, does it? Man, these things are spindly. I wouldn't buy these again. I think I would go to the piece of rebar with those round plastic insulators you can put on there, you know what I mean? Like I did on that other pasture we got. That's a lot better. I wouldn't buy those stupid things again. Where'd that one go that was here? Looks like we're missing one. Well, the wife just texted. She said supper's ready. Cows are way out there. There's no way I'm going to get them across that field and through the gate into this field tonight. So I think I'm going to take the chance. Leave the cows in that field one more night. Come back tomorrow, get this fence fixed up, standing up straight, and then move them across. Because the cows will walk right over that. They won't even see it the way it is now. So I can't bring them in here because this is all breaking. Remember, this is that 46-acre piece, I think it is. I broke up last fall with the old spikes in the cultivator and my own vertical till unit, which I would not break up any grassland like that again. I'd rent that Wishick braking disc and then hit it with my vertical till unit. That worked the best. Anyway, a little off topic. So yeah, I don't want the cows on that side of the fence because it's it'll be mud for how long in the spring here with all this snow. So I have to get this fence fixed. Yeah, I pounded that ground rod in last fall. At least I was smart enough and did that. So, I don't know if I can go much looser with this fence though. Like, it's not that tight. I think those posts are just flimsy frickin' posts in and up and down the hills, and then the wind blowing. I don't know. I'm just rambling on here. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go home for supper. Positive note, the sun did come out today and hopefully charge that electric fencer up enough. I'm a little worried about it being this cold still. The battery, you know what I mean? I don't know. And on another positive note, I bed the cows in that field way over there. You can see right over there, kind of a bit of a straw pile. I don't see no cow standing over there. So hopefully none of the cows have calved in there yet. You know what we could do? We could take a quick drive through them before we go home. I'm sure I can drive through the field enough now and see if any of them did calve. Hey, cows! Just hold off on the calving for now, okay? I gotta get some work done, and then I'll move you across to the other field tomorrow. How's that sound? There's probably better grass over in the other field too. So just be patient. Holy crap, look at all the snow. Oh, look at the big slough right here. Whoa, that's deep. Better not try to go through that. Look at all the snow melted right, almost gone out of this field. Cows are all grazing everywhere around here. I don't see no calves in amongst those cows. It's hard for you guys to see, but I don't see no calves over there. Let's go over this way. There's a little bit of a dip over here. See if there's anything over there. Okay, I don't see no cows over there. I'm not going to try driving the bush because I know the snow is going to be too deep there. I'm just going to take the chance to see that no cows are in there. Look at the slough there too, holy crap. And then over in this dip, I don't see no cows or nothing. So I think we're home free for now. No calves yet. And I don't want them to calve out here because of that bush, right? That bush over there. If they get in the bush, it's hard for me to deal with them. Not impossible, but I don't want to do that. So hopefully they won't calve. Nothing will calve tonight. I'll get that electric fence fixed tomorrow. And then we'll move these girls over there tomorrow afternoon. Where's Pat? Hey, Pat. That's Pat. Where's another kind of a pet? She's Pet right there. And this girl here, 1-9. Sometimes I can walk up to her with a pail of oats and give her scratches in the field, pasture. Sometimes not. Those are the only two that are, you could say, pet cows. The rest of our cows are fairly quiet. There is a couple of them when they calve, they get pretty grumpy, but well, no, there's one that'll chase you. Actually, I know I have to use the cage whenever she calves. 659 is her number, but man, does she raises big friggin' calves. So and then when you're out in the pasture after you're done, processing her calf and out in the pasture in the middle of summer, she leaves you alone. She's not chasing you all the time, so I kind of give her a little bit of a break, but I shouldn't do that. I should just get rid of her too. Anyway, I'm hungry. No calves out here, so I think I'm gonna go home, take the chance, leave these girls one more day, come back tomorrow, get that electric fence done, move them across the field into that next field, done.